with the news, with the reporters out there, it's like, not that I'm such a lover of Saturday Night Live. I remember the old ones, but the skits that they have now are terrific. With Alec Baldwin and Melissa McCarthy, and like everybody says, they're just waiting for Rosie O'Donnell to play. What's his face? Ben. I forgot his name already.
Who's that?
The guy from Breitbart.
Steve Bannon.
Bannon. Okay. I mean, the first 5 to 10 minutes of the show is great, But the other thing Trump has to learn is he has to develop a thick skin. Because when you're in politics, believe me, you take a lot of crap. And the late night comedians are really going after him as much as they can. And he really doesn't like it, And I think that's why he's not going to be at the press's correspondence dinner in November, because he just doesn't want to hear these things,
Yeah, well, you can't blame him. Obama had gone through 3 press secretaries during his time that he was there, I think.
No, but you see, they all do. What happens is, I learned something.
They get tired.
Well, you know what it is? The chief of staff, usually the average president in an 8-year term goes through 3 to 4 chiefs of staff. They stay about 2 years, and then it becomes too much, and they go on to other things. All right. As far as press secretaries go, back in the day, press secretaries used to stay for 1 term. I think Obama's first press secretary stayed for the whole first term, I think. And then in the second term, he had 2. Josh Earnest finished out the last 2 years, and I forgot who was in between. And the same thing for...
There was one before that, too.
Yeah. There was, the same thing for Bush. Yeah. They had about 3 or 4. But that, when you're scrutinized like that, and you're constantly put under pressure, and let's face it, half the time, you forget what you say. That's why it's always important to tell the truth, because this way you're not making anything up.
When the nose gets too big, then they have to leave.
Yeah, how many Pinocchios are you going to give them, That type of deal. It's true. It's true.
Yes.
Well, I will say one thing. I heard Felix say that you're out in California. I hope if you have nothing better to do on a Friday night, that you and your husband just, I know for you it's like dinner time at 6 o'clock, and I think you probably have better things to do on a Friday night than certainly listen to us.
Why? What's better than us? Who are you kidding?
That's it. I'm kidding. But, I always tell our listeners who call up or who write in, I say, listen, we always give everybody a fair shot. We try. I tell the listeners what I used to tell my students. I would tell them, who says you can't learn and have fun at the same time? So who says you can't be on the radio and have fun and laugh? And especially laughing at yourself. That's one thing I learned after 34 years as a teacher. I learned how to laugh at myself. Okay? Because when you learn to laugh at yourself and you don't take things so seriously, okay, that's half the battle right there.
I'm with you, or we're with you.
Very good.
Absolutely.
Well, I hope you take care of your dog, having had quite a few in my lifetime. In fact, my wife is bothering me now. We lost our last dog about 3 years ago to pneumonia. And before then, we lost our Weimaraner to a combination of pneumonia and cancer. And really, even though one of my sons is still living at home, the house is empty without a dog, and she wants a Weimaraner desperately. And I said to her, listen, we're 68 years old. I said, if the dog lives to be at least 12, we're going to be 80. Who do you think is going to be taking care of the dog? None of our kids are going to take care of it, But I really do miss. Yeah. I really do miss, man and woman's best friend, really, is a dog.
Rescue an older dog.
When I used to go upstate to visit my dad before he passed away, so I'd leave on a Friday after work and I'd come back Monday because they knew in school I was taking off for that Friday and Monday, and I'd spend time with my father. I'd come home. My kids used to say, they shrug their shoulders. The dogs would come running up to me wagging their tails. They were the only ones that greeted me with a few barks, and they licked my face.
They were hungry, wanted to go to the bathroom.
Even my wife didn't even do that. What could I tell you? So what could I say? But Suzette, it was a pleasure. It really was a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you for taking my call.
What was that?
Thank you for taking my call.
Oh no, thank you for calling. Please. But like I said, if you on a night when you have nothing to do and you finish eating quickly, we're on from 6 to 8 your time, and even if you call a little later, we'll stay on a little bit later if we have to. Not such a terrible thing, But I thank you very much.
All righty.
It was a great conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dinner, but
thank you.
On the chat over there, so.
And tell your husband to take notes. Take notes on Nunez. You haven't eaten yet?
No, I think she's off.
I think so. Okay, ladies. There you are.
I guess you could say, we've been married for over 20 years, so.
Oh, you sound very young.
You do sound very young. You sound like you could be my daughter.
No, you sound very young, we said, that's all.
Oh. I just turned 50 this year.
How old?
But thank you.
50?
Well, you can join AARP.
50.
You can join AARP.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you.
Trying to make...
And guess what? Now's the time when you start checking out all those little restaurants that have senior discounts.
It's not a 50. Yeah.
No, if you go to IHOP, do you know that IHOP started senior discounts for age 50?
I didn't know that.
I waited until I was 62 to walk into one, and they said, "Oh no, you could." I said I could have started 12 years ago. Jeez.
Oh, that's funny.
But you do sound.
IHOP had their age limit at 50. That's great. We'll have to go there.
Well, actually, when I said you sound like you could be my daughter. I'm 68, so I could have been a father at 18. I don't know. You could be my daughter. Anyway, you have a good weekend with your husband. Enjoy.
That comes from not taking ourselves so seriously. See, we're not like old and decrepit. We're serious.
Hey, listen, you got plenty of time to do that. Believe me.
You can't take yourself seriously with the governments we've had in the last 8 years.
As my grandmother used to say.
Oh, no kidding.
My grandmother used to say, "You're as old as you feel." She used to love to hang out with younger people because it always made her feel young.
There you go.
So, hey.
There you go.
Listen, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Good luck, guys.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We had a great discussion, ladies and gentlemen, and, you can do the same thing. The number is 646-595-3275. We would certainly love to have you call up and share your views about anything.
Okay.
It's quiet.
No, I'm really having trouble understanding our husband on the...
Oh, why? What did he say?
Well, he says, "I hope I don't type like your daughter," which I don't know what that means. Jeez,
why? Who typed? Who else was typing besides him?
Just him, as far as I know.
Was Elisa typing? I don't know.
No, just him. That's all. He's the only one on. Lisa doesn't go on that. She's on Spreaker if she's on.
Oh.
All right.
Well, speaking of Elisa, maybe it's time to play a song, and I'll make another cup of coffee.
All right. We'll go and do our obligatory music playing. I'll put on my DJ hat and let's see what we got here today, courtesy of iPluggers. Let's see now. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on iPluggers now and put in some, play some music as usual. Okay, we have to just log in there. And let's see who we got today. Okay. We're going to look for some new releases. And let's see what we got here. Come on, computer, don't be so slow. Okay. All right. The first one we're going to play is Fall in Love Again by the James Correct Project. And they are from, where are they from? United States. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Fall in Love Again.
On this highway where the blacktop never ends, I'm playing here at the bar tonight, drinking with my friends. 'Cause when these stage lights go down and the sun comes up,